Hi guys and gals, Froggy here. You guessed it, that's my microwave. And you know what? It's dead. It is everything works fine except nothing gets hot that I put inside of there. So I'm gonna try and fix it. I've looked up a couple of forums, small appliance electronics type repairs, and see if I can show you guys and gals what I do and see if I can have some success fixing this. Now, rule of thumb, what they say is if you've got a cheap microwave and it's like under $200, just buy another one. It's not worth trying to repair it. But if you have a high-end one, this one was about 600 new. They're probably worth fixing. It's about 5 years old. And there are some pretty simple things you can do to fix them, including some cleaning, reset switches, discharging capacitors, and worst case, replace the magnetron, which is probably under $100. So here we go. I'm not going to show you every single second of it, but we'll get it apart and we'll have fun looking at it. So there's 5 screws to get the outside cover off. 2 of them are Torx. I don't know why they figured 2 Torx and 3 Phillips head. That was going to prevent somebody from taking it off. I don't know. Anyway, you lift it, kind of lift the back up and pull towards you. Lift up, pull towards you. It slides onto this lip here, and it goes onto this lip here. But mostly, you have to break it loose from the lips. That's all. There you go. See? Okay, we're inside. It doesn't actually look extremely complicated. Famous last words, huh? But there's some information here about, hold on, there. You're supposed to check some switches if you replace a fuse, and then it tells you there's like 1 fuse. And to discharge the capacitors by short-circuiting the high voltage capacitor terminals. I'm not sure what that is, I might have to look that up. But first I'm going to see if I can find a fuse. Well, that's the high voltage capacitor right there. You can see it says it. I'm going to have to figure out how to discharge it. Still looking for the fuse. And those are probably the 3 switches they're talking about, confirming that they're working. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Those gray looking things there. Still no fuse. Oh, there it is. There's the fuse right there. Let's see. I think it looks good. I'll have to put the camera. Yeah, that's about as good as you're going to get there. I have to put the camera down, inspect it a little closer. Well, I'm not seeing any obvious burnt components. What I'm going to do is put this video up, and I'll put it on a new forum that I found, and I'll see if anybody can give me any thoughts on this. If I have any luck with that forum, maybe I'll get somebody who's worked on one of these before. The fuse looks good. Right there is the fuse. I didn't discharge anything yet because I don't know how to do that. So maybe if somebody wants to tell me what to touch to what here. We've got 3 tabs that are used up and 1 blank one that's not used. And nothing looks burnt. Everything looks fine. Even the bulb lights up. So let me put this up and see what I get. Thanks. So here I'm going to test the door switch. That's one of the things that was suggested when no heat is happening. The door switch, the high voltage capacitor and the magnetron. So door switch is the easiest one, so I'll try that first. So this is a multimeter, obviously, and right now, this would be like the switch is open, and it reads 1. And if I touch these leads together, if I can do that with one hand there, the switch, well, you saw it for a second there. Sorry, I'm just trying to do this one hand while I video there. See, it's just intermittent. There it is. Okay, 0. That's when the switch is closed. So this is the door switch right here. You see it also pops open the door, but the switch right there tells the rest of the microwave whether to go or not go. So we'll try and do that. I'm not sure I'll be able to do a video of it, but I'll try. Right there. See, there's one little brassy right on top, and there's one a little bit further back and set in. And let me do the reading first without video. So what it is right at the end of my screwdriver, there's a little black tab sticking out. That's the switch. So when the door closes, it presses down on that, closes the switch, and allows the heat to happen. So just wanted to tell you that. Okay, so the door is closed and it reads 0, and I open the door and it goes to 1. So that switch is okay. Hi, actually what that was is a door hook switch, and that one is good. And there's another door hook switch right there. See that one has a white tab that has to go down. So I'm going to check that one now. Those two are door hook switches, and those are also required for it to get hot. So I pulled the wires off of that door hook switch, the top one, and I've got my leads on there. So that's door open, and that's door closed, so that one's working also. There's one more, and it's on the bottom side of this switch where the end of my screwdriver is, and it's also related to the door. It's just in the middle of the other two, and so this one has 3 switches that ensure the door is closed, I guess. You can see a part moving there. Watch. See if I can show you. Yeah, you should have been able to see that. So I'll test that one too. Well, I've got my leads on the middle one there, so there's closed door and open door. So all 3 of those switches are okay. I'm going to come back to this capacitor here and ask a couple of questions. So first question is this the diode? I think that might be the diode, but I'm not sure. So I have to disconnect it to test it, and I don't want to touch anything until I've discharged this. So this capacitor has 4 contacts on it. So is this like 2 capacitors just sitting side by side in one box, and I just go across each one of these? And will that damage the diode when I discharge it? I don't know. So I'm asking questions. If you guys can help me out, please let me know. Thanks.